Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. U.S. existing home sales soar, housing market metrics improve. http ntvforex.com news ID 1DDB10 7/22/2020 11:23 p.m. Sales of previously occupied home climb 20.7% from May to June. Median selling price of $295,000 at all-time record. Mortgage applications rose 19% in latest week, rates near historic low. Markets unaffected by the rise in home sales. Sales of existing homes, the largest category of the U.S. markets, and soared 20.7% in June as buyers took advantage of some of the lowest mortgage rates on record, with lockdown-deferred purchases aiding the total. The gain was the largest one-month increase since the National Association of Realtors began tracking the housing market in 1968, though it was only about half of the combined 36% decline in March, April and May, and was below the 24.5% median forecast. The 4.72 million annualized selling rate, up from 3.91 million in May, was down 11.3% from last June. Existing home sales, annualized. NTV Forex. Mortgage rates. The weekly nationwide average for a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage had been declining for almost 2 years after hitting 5.17% in November 2018. It began a sharp descent in mid-March of this year when the Federal Reserve began buying treasuries and mortgage-backed securities as part of the bank's COVID relief package. From 3.82% on March 20, the rate dropped to 3.47% just 1 week later, equaling the March 6 record set in the early COVID panic, and it continued to fall to 3.19% on July 10 before edging up to 3.20% the following week. The 3.60% all-time low before the pandemic of July 2016 was also the product of Fed intervention in the credit markets, in that case the cumulative effect of the financial crisis quantitative easing programs. Reuters. Mortgage applications rose 4.1% in the July 17 week and were up 5.1% the prior week, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association. On the year they were 19% higher, and this may indicate that the demand is more than just the backlog from the 2-month market closure. Contracts, supply, and price. Existing home sales figures are based on signed contracts which normally take 1 or 2 months to close and transfer ownership. The June sales numbers record contracts of April and May, before most of the economy began to reopen and before the summer increase in coronavirus cases. The inventory of homes for sale has fallen 18.2% in the past 12 months to 1.57 million at the end of June. That is a 4-month supply at the current selling rate. Sales of new homes shot up 16.6% in May after falling a total of 23.5% in February, March, and April, and one reason could be the relative scarcity of existing housing for sale. The median purchase price of an existing home rose 3.5% on the year in June to a record $295,300. Market impact. The surge in June sales has little impact on the markets for a number of reasons. First, it was expected after the 3-month near shutdown of sales and had been presaged by the May burst of purchases in the new home sector. Second, record low mortgage rates were sure to encourage buyers among the 90% of labor force who were still employed. Third, the June figures represent sales in late April and May that may not continue into June and after. Finally, the return of COVID cases in large parts of the country and the ensuing rollback of economic openings may put the brakes on the market again in June and July. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.